Let me ask you a question. How many times in your life have you made a decision or not simply because we are worried what other people might think? I think we've all done it. We ask for opinions. We seek reassurance. We want people to just say, hey, you're doing the right thing. But what happens if the people around you simply just don't understand? I think that the hardest part when we're making a big life decision isn't making the decision itself. It's dealing with other people's opinion. And the strange thing is that the people who are judging our decisions, they don't generally want to harm us or hurt us, but they're looking at it through the lens of their own lives. If they never lived abroad, they're going to say, why would you do that? If they lived in or they worked in a company for over 20 years, they're going to say, hey, leaving a stable job is risky. And if they never started over, they're going to tell you not to do it. And that's perfectly normal. The real problem is that if you let other people's fears become your own, you might end up living a life that makes sense to everyone else except for you. I learned that the hard way. After my marriage ended in Ireland, I felt that it was time for a change. Not because Germany was fantastic, but just I felt that continuing living in Ireland for me didn't make sense anymore. And so I made a decision to move to Germany. And people around me, they were questioning it. They were going on like, hey, Liam, why would you do that? You're selling your house, the value of your property. And why would you do that at your age? You know, all these kind of things. Those questions came up. And what that made me do is it made me question myself. The more they were questioning my decision, the more I started questioning it myself. And I realized something very simple. The people who were giving the advice, they truly cared about me. But they were not the ones who had to continue living my life in Ireland. They didn't have to wake up in the morning feeling what I felt, like I feel time for a change. They weren't the ones that had to deal with the consequences if I continued living there. And that realization made me also understand that I could listen to their opinions without handing over the final decision. And that was really important. Looking back, I understand why people questioned my decision. If I were in their position, I might have questioned it too. But over the years, I've learned something that advice is always filtered through someone's experience, their values, their fears, their idea of a good life. And that's okay. It really is, it's okay. But it also teaches that nobody can see your life exactly how you do. If you're in front of a big decision today and you feel that nobody understands you or why you're even considering the decision, that's okay. Not everyone has to agree with your choices, not even understanding why you make the choice. Because at the end of the day, they're not the ones that have to live your life. You are. And when you choose a path that feels right to you, you have to accept that not everyone will walk this path with you. Thanks for walking with me.